Good morning, student. Today in class 6 geography, I will start from glacier. In my previous video, I had explained you about bay, about gulf, and about strait. And I hope you have made the inside questions. Then something is given over here in the geo facts. That is, what is a marginal sea? Okay, very important question. What is a marginal sea? Marginal sea are some large water bodies that separate coastal zones from open oceans. Some of the major marginal seas include these are example: Bay of Bengal, Bering Sea, Beaufort Sea, Black Sea, Gulf of California, Gulf of Mexico, Mediterranean Sea, Red Sea, etc. So it is a large water bodies that separate coastal zones from open ocean. For example, the Bay of Bengal separate the Indian coastal regions, okay, from the Indian Ocean. Okay, so this is about marginal sea. Now let's see what is a glacier. You must have heard the name of Gangotri and Yamunotri. Gangotri and Yamunotri are glaciers. Okay, glaciers that are found in the Himalayan range, from where river Ganga and Yamuna originates. So it is glacier is a mass of ice which moves very slowly under the influence of gravity. That is why glacier is also known as river of ice, because it is a river like, but instead of flowing water there is flowing ice, and this ice moves very slowly. The movement is very slow, and it moves because of under the influence of gravity, that is from higher level coming towards the plane, coming towards the ground, and is formed by the accumulation of snow on mountains and near the poles is called a glacier. So this is the definition of a glacier. You write it and learn it. Then what is a river? Okay, example of river, most example, important example is Ganga, which we have in our flowing in our city. So volume of water that flows down the slope of land in a channel pulled by the force of gravity is called a river. So it is a channel, okay, a volume of water that flows down the slope, that is from upland to towards the down towards the plain, okay, from the, yeah, from the mountain, it flows towards the plain, okay, under the force of gravity. Anything which comes uh, from up to down, it is because of the force of gravity. So when the water is fully soaked by the ground and saturated, small streams start to flow on the surface, which later join together to form rivers. Okay, so sometimes what happen when, from the glaciers, when the ice melt, the water starts flowing. When the water starts flowing, it is soaked by the dry ground. But after soaking, when the ground becomes saturated, it cannot soak any more water. Then the water starts flowing. So when this water starts flowing, it forms small streams. So a small stream starts to flow on the surface, which later join together to form rivers. So like this, one, two, three, and more streams, they join each other. Okay, they get connected, and so in this way, the rivers from the water from all the streams start flowing in a single channel, and that forms a river. The birth of a river can be in a spring, lake, marsh, melting glaciers, or surface flow. So these are the places from where the river originate, or it is marked as the birth of a river. The river can originate from a spring, from a lake, from marsh, from melting glaciers, or from surface flow. Then the place where the river originates is called the source of the river. Like for example, Ganga. Where does the river Ganga originate? It originates from Gangotri. So Gangotri is the source of river Ganga. It is called the source of river. In the same way, Yamunotri is the source of Yamuna. And where it ends, where the river ends, or ends means where the river either join a sea or a ocean or a lake, where it ends its journey, it is called the mouth of the river. Like for example, river Ganga ends in the Bay of Bengal. It joins the Bay of Bengal. So near the Bay of Bengal, where the river meets the bay, that place is called the mouth of river Ganga. Did you understand what is the source and what is the mouth? Then perennial river. What is perennial river? A river which have flowing water throughout the year. That is all through the year, all 12 months, and during the summer season or any other season, there is plenty of water that flows in that river. That means that river never dries. Okay, it never dries up. So the perennial rivers flow throughout the year. They are usually fed by the melting snow like the rivers of North India. So generally the rivers of North India like Ganga, Yamuna and other rivers, they are a perennial river because the source of all these rivers are in the Himalayas, and in the Himalayas they originate from glaciers. Okay, and glaciers throughout the year supply water to these rivers because of the melting of snow. So these rivers flow throughout the year and it is fed by the melting of snow. Example, Ganga, Yamuna, etc. Then few rivers depend only on rain since they are fed by it. Okay, so there are few rivers uh, whose source is rain. During the rainy season, plenty of water is available in these rivers, but during the dry season when there is no rain, these rivers they dry. Okay, there is no water left and the river bed is dry. So these rivers are called seasonal rivers or non-perennial rivers. So few rivers depend only on rain since they are fed by it. They dry up during summer. They are known as non-perennial or rain-fed rivers. Did you understand what is non-perennial river? Then streams that join the main river are referred to as tributaries. I have explained in chapter 1 tributaries and distributaries. Okay, I hope you remember. So tributaries are small river that joins the main river. For example, Yamuna is a tributary of Ganga. All these Gomti, Ghagra, Son, Yamuna, they all are tributaries of Ganga. Referred to as tributary. For example, some of the tributaries Gangas are Gomti, Ghagra, Son, Yamuna, Damodar, etc. So all these are tributaries of river Ganga. Then distributaries are streams that break out from the main river. Okay, so that is from Ganga. Ganga is the main river, and towards the end, before joining the Bay of Bengal, it divides in various streams. So distributaries are streams that break out from the main river. For example, the distributaries of Godavari are Gautami, Nilaveru, Vasistha and Vinayam. Okay, so these are the distributaries of Godavari river which flow in the Deccan region, South India. Godavari is also known as Dakshini Ganga, okay, or Ganga of South India. So this is, then in my next video I will start course of the river. In this course of the river, three are upper course, middle course and the lower course. This we will discuss, and this is the diagram which you have to draw in your copy. Okay, till then you study, you write the inside questions and be prepared for this part, the course of the river, for in my next video. Okay, thank you.